My name is Baden and I'm the Senior Lived and Living Experience Peer Support Worker at Turning Point. I'm also one of the chapter leaders for the Australian Psychedelic Society. I'm a very big advocate around fighting the stigma against people who use drugs and harm reduction education and the importance of having non-judgmental, honest and open conversations around alcohol and drugs and supporting people who use drugs. I have lived and living experience of drug use, and a few years ago I had very problematic drug use. And it got to that point because I didn't have the proper support and harm reduction education that I needed. In the end, drugs like psychedelics were one of the things that helped me to overcome my problematic drug use, which is one of the reasons of my involvement in the Australian Psychedelic Society, where one of the things we do is educate around harm reduction with psychedelics. I also work from a harm reduction approach in my role at Turning Point too, where I work within an opioid pharmacotherapy team and support people to use opioids or any other types of drugs alongside their pharmacotherapy if they are not wanting abstinence. I believe the most harmful thing about drugs is prohibition and the legal system causing more harm than reducing it. We need decriminalisation, regulation with a safe supply of drugs, pill testing facilities, not only in Canberra, but accessible to everyone in every state in Australia. We need more medically supervised injecting rooms, among a number of other things like more naloxone training for people who use drugs and their loved ones. This includes people using prescription medication as well, and more available needle and syringe programs and better access to naloxone. All these things are proven to save lives and should be a basic human right for anyone that uses drugs to access them. We need to stop stigmatising people who use drugs, which is the number one reason people don't seek treatment on an average for up to 20 years if their drug use does become problematic. Stigma kills. During the AIDS epidemic in the 90s, Australia became one of the leaders of harm reduction in the world. But now we're falling behind and it's costing a lot of people their lives. Harm reduction saves lives. With proper support and harm reduction education, drug use can be a positive experience rather than a negative one.